I'll come back to you live from our rooms. I'm Zach.
And I'm Sean. Thanks
Man,
for taking that.
I can't wait for the new outro song this season. Wow.
Actually, though, oh my gosh, wait a second. You know what that song is? No, you have no idea what that song is.
No, I have no
that
idea.
That song is it's from Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness.
Yeah, I never would have known.
Yeah. Wait, 1 second. I'm gonna go Robo here.
Oh no, everyone, brace yourselves! Brace for impact! Robo Sean's coming.
XG Meyer B theme.
Look at you
Here we
doing
go. Here we go.
research.
I'm sending you the song because it is bopping.
It's a bop?
It's a bop, man. Honestly, certified bop.
I mean, I would be able to click play on that if I wasn't, recording audio currently.
No, it's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll
Just
be
play
fine?
it for a second.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Just-
I
just
trust you,
listen.
Sean. I trust you.
And now I'm sending
Here
you
we
a
go.
picture of the man himself. Dude.
Okay! It's a bop!
It's a bop, right?
bop.
It's so good.
You weren't lying.
Yeah, man.
Whenever I look at Pokemon XD, all I can see is the laughing emoji, and I'll never unsee that.
Good. That's good.
I'm still
1
waiting
second,
for
1 second.
this picture of this beautiful man.
Dude, honestly, you have no idea what you're about to witness.
Am I about
This
to
is-
witness a glimpse of perfection?
That's that guy's theme song.
What are those? Oh my gosh! Wait, I wasn't wrong. That is a little glimpse of perfection.
I'm
there.
telling
Wow.
you, man. And because that's the song that plays when you battle him, and to start
no
each
way.
battle, he moonwalks in or something, does like do, snaps and points, and then he does like a backflip.
The bench. I need to play this game.
Pokemon XD is a trip, man. Everyone
Oh
talks
my
about.
gosh.
There was a little bit where the predecessor to this game, Pokemon Coliseum, like everyone was talking about it for a while, and then like nobody remembers. It was like a month that everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, this game's so hard, it's so silly, oh my gosh!" But nobody like this game, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, dude. It is a trip and a
I'm sure
half.
I've heard of this game. I'm clearly a
This
fake
was-
fan.
This was the first game my family owned on GameCube. We got the GameCube that is themed after this game.
No way.
Yeah, man.
Please tell
It's a
me
d-
it's just the colors of this man here.
I mean, close. It's the colors of Shadow Lugia, so it's like purple and
Okay.
red.
Hey,
So
he's
it
wearing
kind of-
purple.
Yeah.
You'll never look at your GameCube the same way ever again now. It's actually just him. It wasn't after Lugia. It was after this beautiful man. Look at that
Well, it has a
hair.
picture of Lugia
Look
on it.
at that hair. Zam.
Zam!
One day, I will
Mamma
have
mia.
that.
I can't wait.
I have to click off of Discord or I'll never stop looking at this picture. Okay.
I can't wait for you to move to Japan and we just like not see each other for like 3 years. And then I'm like, Allison and I are going to come visit Japan. Can we stay with you for a bit? And you're like, sure. And we come over and you have that afro. That's how you dress.
That's how
this is
I
how you
look.
dress every day. This is what you've become. And I'll be like, oh my
The
gosh.
music's just playing in the apartment.
At all times.
I moonwalk everywhere I go. I mean, really, that is what I aspire to be. Every day I wake up, I'm one step closer to becoming him.
Dude, honestly, I can't believe I haven't done this yet. I'm adding that song to my playlist.
You know what's so bad? I can already tell that tune's gonna be stuck in my head for days.
Well, and here's the thing. So, Pokemon XD, the way the game works is there's an evil team that are turning Pokemon into shadow Pokemon. So the whole point of the game is you're stealing their Pokemon from them to purify their hearts, so they're no longer shadow Pokemon. It's a very different
So
concept.
you're
for Pokemon.
Team Rocket, but for a good
Kind
deed.
of. Yeah, it's a very different concept for a Pokemon game. It's very interesting.
That's kind of cool.
This guy in the previous game, he was like an admin of that association, but he lost, so he got kicked out. So now his whole thing is if you kill one of their shadow Pokemon in a fight instead of catching it, it will just run off. And so he catches that Pokemon, and he is your opportunity to recatch Pokemon that you missed out on. In other words, you depending on how bad you suck at the game, which as children we suck so bad, you hear his theme.
You spent a lot of time there.
Constantly. You can't escape it. It's like every 5 seconds you have like a list of 10 Pokemon that you've lost. And so then like a little radar goes off. He's over here. Go get to him. And then you go get him. It's back in it again. Just like over and over and over. It's amazing, honestly. It's
I need to play this game. I need to go find this game and play it.
I bet we could play it on stream with Corby.
Dude, that'd be hype, actually. What a time!
That would be a good time.
I'm down. We'll make it happen.
Meyer B battle's the first one that comes up when I type it. Okay. Anyways, that was a little off the rails.
No. This is exactly how Spicy Nuggs was meant to start. The universe decided before we even started recording.
I'm glad we have a new ending song because
it's been a while.
It's been a long time. I think the last time we made an actual new one was the Uke song.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, which was what, semester 4 or 5?
It can't have been. No, it hasn't been that long. There's no shot.
I think it has been, man.
I mean,
wait. Let me
now we have to see. All right, well, you're looking that up, Sean.
Yeah, talk me through
the question here. Yeah, okay, perfect. So this is what I'm thinking. If it has indeed been that long since we've created an outro song, maybe every episode has to have a unique one from here on out.
Oh my gosh, that's so much pressure.
Sean, we just wing it every episode anyways. It's fine. It's fine.
It was semester 5.
No way!
Because it was when we went camping. It was like a year and a half ago.
That's insane. We're on semester 8 now. It's been a little bit. It's been over a year since we had a good outro song.
Wild.
All right.
But now Meyer B saves the day. What can I say? He's like
our hero.
He is the best character in that game. I can't lie. Like he's just like.
How can he not be with that drip? Look at that boy.
Oh man. I'll stop talking. I was gonna spoil the game, but honestly, we should just.
How dare you try to spoil this game for me? I'm excited. I'm hyped.
I won't talk about it.
I haven't been this excited about a game since I played Undertale on stream. Okay.
Honestly, this game is jank as heck. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that's even better. Wait, I have a serious question though.
Yes.
What does XD stand for?
So the project, the Shadow Pokemon project, is called the code name for Shadow Lugia is XD001.
Laughing emoji 001. Nice.
Yeah.
He was the original laughing emoji.
Well, yeah, he was. Look at him. He's having a great time.
Well, I mean, not Lugia, obviously, not him.
Oh. That game, but no, wait, that game actually seriously has some good music. One of the town themes, let me grab my guitar here.
You just know the town theme off the top of your head and can just strum it out?
I learned it on purpose because it's so good. It's like...
Okay. This is so good. What the fetch? Oh, that was nice. I can't believe that's just a town theme.
But you got like the snapping all throughout it. It's like
Dude. Why is the town theme so good?
It hits so hard, man.
Whenever we play this game, if I just AFK in that town, don't worry about it.
Just don't worry about it. Don't even question.
I'm just vibing, okay?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you be? It's so good. It's the music in that game is like way better than it has any right to be. But it's cool. You know what's cool about that as well? There's a YouTuber. What was his name? It was like Mr. Tic Tac or something like that. Dr. Tic Tac, something like those.
Okay.
Words. He did like a full cover of like the entire OST of that game. And he had like all the instrumentation. It was like such a faithful recreation. And the guy who wrote all of the music commented because he just loves it so much. And nobody remembers this game, but that guy, the guy who actually wrote the music, was just like, thank you for doing this. I love this game. I love the music. I put my whole heart and soul into it. It was like so wholesome. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, yeah. Anyways.
Oh, I love that. Holy bitch.
Oh man,
dude, that's the type of stuff I love to run into. Like it's just like you see something like that, it's just like, oh,
yeah,
the world is right.
Like, wow, there's goodness in the world.
Well, speaking of goodness in the world,
oh,
I have a topic today.
Oh,
I came prepared.
Okay,
man. So I was serious. So last night, I was literally about to go to bed. And I did one more scroll through YouTube, and I saw this video.
Many, huh?
Yeah, one too many. But it was. I'm going to my history now. Let's see if I can find it. Well, I watch a lot of YouTube. Holy fetch. Oh yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. There has been this video that refuses to like leave my feed for like the last like 3 weeks, and it's just called "Life is Short." It's a 10-minute long video, and it's just music.
Oh.
There's nothing else there but like just some really soft music and I was like, okay, wow, like what is this? I clicked on it. I was listening to it for like a couple minutes. I was like, as you do, I just ended up scrolling through some comments. And no. I know. No, I saw a comment. I don't even know how far down it was. It was probably really far down. I was scrolling down. I can't even find it now, right? Uh-huh. But it led me to a manga.
Okay.
And the manga is called "I Sold My Life for 10,000 Yen per Year."
Wow.
Kind of strange, right?
The way I messaged you first was, how much is my soul worth, Zach?
And that answer, where do you think I got it from, Sean?
I was so surprised. I was like, oh, that's weirdly specific.
No, I know. The manga is based off of like original just like light novel that's posted to like some just some website called 3 Days of Happiness.
Okay.
I think they're both technically from the same person. I don't quote me on that though. But the comment says something about like how this manga was like a must read, and it was only like 13 chapters long. So it's like the read itself was about 15 minutes to an hour. Like it did not take long to finish this manga, considering like it's an entire story. Yeah. Holy fetch.
You're broken.
Not only that, I want you to know I read this from like 11:30 last night to like 12:45ish. So I was in that mental state already. But and I want you to know I should have been doing my reading for today's class, but I genuinely think me reading this manga instead of doing my homework was a better use of my time in that moment.
Whoa. Okay.
This manga has literally like instantly become one of my easily top 5 like favorite pieces of work, probably.
Dude, you better send this to me. I'm gonna be.
It's yes. It's.
I'm about to act up, man. Like
It's insane. I want to give you a little preview of the beginning. No major spoilers or anything.
Okay.
Basically, it's just about this young guy. I think he's like 20. I think he's 20 years old. Life's not really going his way. He's really out of cash, right? So the manga opens up, and he's like going to go sell whatever possessions he had left. So he's selling his music CDs and some books that like he really cared about. And he goes to a shop to sell the books, and so he sells these books, and then the person at the register is like, it's like, tight on cash, huh? Basically, like he's like, yeah. He tells him a little bit about his story, and then he's like, hey, well, if you're interested, I know this place just up above on the like the 5th floor or something, and if you want, you can sell part of your lifespan to them. And he's like, and he writes out directions to this place, and the guy's like, okay, that's really weird. What the heck? Like, does it like he keeps a note, but like just keeps walking on, and he goes to the CD shop, and the CD shop he sells the CDs, and the same thing happens. The person at the register tells him about this shop you can sell some of your life for, and he draws out the exact same directions to this place. So out of curiosity, the guy's like, well, I have to check this out, right? So he goes over there, and there's just a young girl at a desk in basically otherwise empty room. And she asks him, she's like, what are you here to sell? Your lifespan, your time, or your health? And so the character, she's like, he's like, how much is my life worth? My lifespan worth, right? Mm-hmm. And so it takes about 3 hours to do the calculations, and he comes back, and the person says that his life is I think it's worth 30,000 yen, so $3,000
a year.
For his whole life.
Holy crap!
So it's a 10,000 yen per month, I think it was, so $100 a month.
Oh my gosh!
and he asks basically how they're like calculating this, right? And it's basically they're calculating based, and it isn't explained, but somehow they're able to like look into a person's future and like see what they're going to do and what they're going to accomplish, how many people are going to help, like just the value that they brought throughout their entire life, and then they give them a number, and that's the number he got, and it's like the lowest number they could give, basically. Absolutely brutal, right there. And he decides to sell. I think he had 30 more years left to live, or something like that. Maybe it was 40. So he decided to sell all of his life except for 3 months.
Huh.
And he does that, and then the rest of this manga is about him he now has this money, but he has 3 months left to live. And there is the young girl who's at the desk is now what they call an observer, and they just observe what he does with the rest of his life, and to make sure they don't get into crazy amount of trouble or like try to hurt people, or like when their life is like about to end, they don't like freak out and like cause tons of issues, right?
Right.
And the story is basically just him going through life with the next 3 months, and it is insane.
Dude, that premise, wow, oh my gosh, that's wild.
It is absolutely insane. And I will not lie, I legit had tears when I finished this manga. I have not had like such a powerful experience in media in a really long time. And at the end, it like just like complete, like the way it ends, I won't say how it ends, but I felt like it perfectly summarized my view towards life.
Oh.
And like what is important to me. And I was like, there's no words I can say to like express this. It's just like the feeling was insane. So I'll send you this for sure. But
yeah, please. Basically,
I wanted to go on and just talk about one, like, what do you think you would do in this situation? Like, if you walked into a shop but And like, for me, it's like, I think if my life was valued, that's what they currently value my life as, right?
Mm-hmm.
Part of me would be not part of me, I would be absolutely devastated. But like, what would I do with my remaining 3 months if I made that choice? If I knew I
Right.
had 3 more months to live, what would I do? So
Right.
that's what I want to pose to you, Sean. You have 3 months left to live. What are you doing?
Ah. Oh man. I mean, we've brushed topics like this in the past, obviously,
Yeah,
like talking about Unis Honest and freaking beauty and fragility and crap like that. We're just deep guys.
we just.
Um,
I think what's unique about this situation is I feel like a lot of things we talk about is like there's one more day like to do something,
yeah,
right? Like, but
this
three
gives you
months is
an
a
amount of time.
while. Like, there's so much time to think in those 3 months, which I feel like changes the game a bit. So
I think the hardest thing for me, the hardest question on my mind is how to or do I explain this to those close to me?
mm. See
Right?
that's yeah. I won't say anything. That's
Because like
interesting.
because like my immediate thought is just like well if I have the money, like let's go do something. Like let's go experience the world. Because I
Mm.
have a limited amount of time left in it. So let's go experience the world. Let's go places I haven't been, or re-go to like South Africa. You know, like go places and experience things. But that would be kind of empty if I didn't have. And here comes like the cringeworthy awe moment. If I didn't have Allison there with me, or
Mm.
like people I care about, it'd be kind of empty. But it would be so hard to tell someone like freaking my wife, like, okay, I sold my life away and I only have 3 months left to live. And I just want to go, like, could you please drop everything you're doing in your life and let's go do stuff? Like, it's
Mm.
hard to say that to other people who aren't in the same situation as me. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
It,
It's interesting you say that a little bit because like some of these themes definitely show up in the manga. I'll say one thing. It's not a huge spoiler, but it does have like important aftertones to it later. But um, one of the things this person does, the main character, is he goes and takes pictures of vending machines because he just likes vending machines.
okay.
That's it. That's all. That's literally it.
That's what he
And
spends his time doing.
yeah, that's some of it. Yeah, um, but like in a way, even watching him do this was so sweet because it was just something he enjoyed. It was
Mm,
something he wanted to do, and like
yeah.
so many people like he's taking pictures of vending machines. He's just like literally wasting so much time, right?
Yeah.
But for him, it wasn't wasted at all, and especially and a lot of that comes with the company he was with. But I feel like for me, like in a scenario like this, I feel like one I don't know what I would do. Like I feel
Yeah.
like obviously I wouldn't I wouldn't go to work, like screw that.
Yeah. Right.
But in a way, I think I might still go to school.
Yeah.
I
I
don't think I
understand.
would do homework at all, but I would at least go to class. I think, which is
Still want to learn
interesting.
things.
Which is
Well,
interesting because like depending on what you believe, like
that
what's
could
the
be
point
a
of
waste
learning
of time
something if
if
you're
you're
gonna
just gonna
die?
die.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, my very like my initial kind of reaction to this, um, like I worked it through my brain and I eventually was like, I should go experience new things. But like part of my initial reaction was like, what would my day to day look like, right?
Mm, yeah.
Like, because at this point in my life, obviously it changes and changes and changes, but like at this point, it's work, and then I come home and I clean, or I do spicy nugs, or I edit a video, or I play guitar, and I'm like, in a large way, basing this off what you just said earlier, like, I don't know if I would necessarily want to stop doing a lot of those things. I feel very grateful that I get to do stuff like this, where I record with you, or I record with Ben, or I edit a stream that Corby and I did, or I play my guitar and like really get into the music. Like I feel so grateful to be able to do that. And so I feel like I don't know if I would necessarily like I don't know if I'd feel a strong need. I'm sure like over the course of the months I'd be like, oh my gosh, time is running out. I need to do something
Yeah,
drastic,
yeah.
important. But but a part of me is also like, there's probably beauty in those simple things too. And I don't know if I'd want to let go of those necessarily. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yes. Like, I feel like, man, you said words. I'm like, I agree with everything he just said. That was beautiful. I like it's. I feel. I even had this trouble last night as I was trying to sleep after reading this. Like, I felt such a hard time putting what I felt into words. Um, and I'm still kind of like when I even think about putting myself in that position, I kind of feel that same way. But one thought I had was like, I was like, well, what's most important to me? I kind of like ranked it in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first category I came up with was just love, and that includes friends, family, loved ones, sibling, like basically
Yeah.
close relations, all that. And then below that, I put education, and then below that, I put like worldly thing, like anything else, basically like work,
Mm.
um, just like physical objects. And so I was like, so obviously, like that would be my priority. I feel like
Right.
it would be family, loved ones, and then if I had time, it would just be education and stuff. I don't know, like I didn't really think about travel, but I feel like travel could easily go under the love category as well, like
Right.
going to places you would love to see, things like that.
Well,
So
and that was my initial reaction with the idea of travel is like it's not very fulfilling if I'm not doing it with people I care about, right? Like it's not necessarily just the traveling itself that matters, although it is cool, but like well, a very large part of it is experiencing it with people you care about. I think that's so much of life, right? Like so much of life is it's not necessarily about what you're doing because so much of us are just doing the boring life stuff. We got to pay our taxes, we got to go to work, you know, like all that stuff's got to happen. And so if you strip those things away and you get to ignore them, then what does matter? What actually matters? And what's left is like people, right? That's that. What other answer could there be? I
right, yeah. It's strange because like as I was thinking about it, I'm like, I feel like I came to like some clear answers, like at least like clear themes that I'm like, yeah, this is what I would do with my time. And
Mhm.
then like I was like, so what am I doing with my time every other day? And it's like, why am I doing the things I do if I know it's not what I would be doing if I knew the end, like when I would die, right? Um,
Right.
and like I feel like that is like that's only just, like one of the like really big messages throughout this work. There's like five other ones. It's insane. It's like an hour read. So
Right.
yeah, that's all I had. I had to bring this up
Dude,
after I read it.
well, what you said there, it reminds me last semester, I think we talked about like Nietzsche and the idea of the eternal return. Like if the life you're living is not one you would repeat at the end of your life,
Right.
then you need to change something, right? It makes me think of that because it's kind of the same like, well, what are you doing? Like if you're not happy, what are you doing? If you're not doing what you want. And I think real life is much more complicated than either of those scenarios because those scenarios strip away all of the mundane realities. I gotta
Right. It
clean
takes
my
away
toilet,
the
right?
necessities you must do.
I gotta put fuel in my car. I have to go to Walmart and buy food. You know, like all of those things it gets stripped away. And you're just like, oh, well, why aren't I doing like why haven't I taken my wife to freaking Africa? What am I doing with myself?
Right.
Right? But like I think I guess like I like your answer where you made a list of values, right? Because then, amidst all of the mundane life things, as long as those values are being set at the top, then everything else matters less, right?
Right. Right.
if your number one value is love and the people that you care about, then like even if like you hate your job, at the very least you're succeeding in some way in your life because you're accomplishing things that you want to. Maybe.
Yeah. Sean, Sean, you just said some words, and dang, you like it's like you're like taking the emotions inside of you and just ripping them out into linguistics, and it's insane.
You know what the craziest part of this whole conversation has been? The craziest part has been staring at the picture of Meyer B the whole time.
Oh, Meyer B, was this all you were doing from the beginning? That song starts playing in the background.
Okay. Anyways, what's up?
I will say just I thought it was interesting. When I started reading this manga, I actually just had the YouTube video, like the music playing, because I had it playing. It's only 10 minutes long though, and so like
right.
I legit finished the end of the manga, and that's when I realized the music wasn't playing anymore. Like I had this realization, I was like I was so invested and like immersed in this world. Like I like everything else was like gone. It was insane. So everyone, go check out I Sold My Life for 10,000 yen per year. Incredible read. Alternate name is 3 Days of Happiness. Or if you want to go really in depth and get the Japanese name, it's Kumyo o Kaitote Morata 1年に月1万円で.
Oh man, Konichi, what's up, bro?
Yeah! Konichi, what's up, bro?
Me just waiting for you to stop talking.
Man, that's how we start fighting from now on. Konichi, what's up, bros?
Well, I haven't even read it, and I feel a little broken, so I'm very excited for that. Thank you for bringing this into my life.
You're welcome. If I'm broken, somebody else has to be broken with me. And I mean, you're the one I talk these things about, so you're welcome.
Isn't it crazy how that's become what it is? It's like the only way for me to really air out some of these ideas is to record it in Spicy Nuggs with Zach.
It's so weird, but it's so like I was so excited to record today. You don't understand. Like I was seriously at my computer at like 2:30. I was like, maybe Sean will get off work early today. And then like it was like 2:50. I was like, all right, I'm gonna make some food. And then I came back and saw you texting me like 20 minutes ago. I was like, no.
Devastating. Oh man. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today. Just remember that you could sell if you sell your lifespan, a great place to spend that money is over in the merch store, where we have great life has no meaning, but buy our merchandise for you. Yeah, I'm still Sean.
I'm still Zach. Check out the link in the description.
We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Do 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 carpet sucker do 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 carpet sucker do 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 carpet sucker do 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 carpet sucker. This will help me.
I just want to say, you started playing at the perfect time. Right when I clicked record. So, Sean, well, how does the worth of your soul feel now that you really know the value of it?
To know that my soul is worth 30 cents.
Yeah.
You know? Honestly, I kind of wish it was just 25, because then you could just do a quarter. It's simpler, you know? It's simple.
But you get an extra nickel.
I don't want a nickel. Nobody wants a nickel. Who is on the nickel right now? Tell me who it is.
I don't know.
Exactly. You don't know. You don't
But
know.
I want a nickel still.
But who's on the court?
I don't know.
You know. You know.
George Washington.
George Washington. But nobody knows who's on the nickel.
Well, I mean, I could be on the nickel. You don't. How do you know?
Nickels suck. That's how I know.
No. And that's exactly why I'm on the nickel. Because right before I sat down to record this with you, I was actually sucking the carpet. Therefore,
I'm
suck.
sorry. You were doing what now?
I was vacuuming.
Let me clean the gunk out of my ear. What did I just hear?
I was sucking the carpet. What do you mean?
Are you a carpet sucker, Zach?
That's right, dude. And I'm proud. My carpets have been nice and sucked today. That's all I'm saying.
Do 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 carpet sucker do 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 carpet sucker do 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 carpet sucker do 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 carpet sucker.